There's a beautiful story that you tell in the book, and it's when you score your first big role in A Time to Kill, and you say that Joel Schumacher and John Grisham call you to tell you that you got this lead role that you really wanted. The bit that really stood out to me is like you started running, and then I think you're in a forest, and then you drop to your knees with tears in your eyes, and you face the full moon and you said thank you. Who'd you say thank
Put my
you?
hand up.
Yeah. Who did you say thank you
God,
to?
God,
Mm.
life,
It's important, isn't it?
the universe, the, you know, my relationship with God. And I do say I'm religious. Now, mind you, people today, it's more apropos for people to go, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. I would like to go on record to reminding everyone that actually the Latin root of religion comes from the word legare, and legare means to bind together. Means again. So, in that real essence definition of religion, it sounds like we could all use some religion right now
Mm.
to bind together again. But in the times, where like at that moment, I got that role. I felt on top of the world. I felt like I was the most important at that moment. The world felt like it was revolving around me. In that sense of power and excitement, and confidence that I had, I also I've tried to practice and found myself instinctively doing this, feeling the power that comes with the humility of going, that's this isn't all on
Yeah.
me. This is back to that fate you're talking about. Part of this is fate. Part of this has been written.
Mm.
Thank you for writing this for me. Yes, I did things and I was responsible for making it happen, but I know this script has been written
Yes.
before I had my hands on the wheel, but it's only written because I had my hands on the wheel. So where those two, fate and responsibility, play,
Mm.
it was a thank you to the fate part of, yeah, man, I just got graced again. I got graced. Thank you.
They're glorious moments, aren't they? And I've had them in my life, and I've this is why it resonated so much with me because I've stopped and I've cried, and you know that it's bigger than you. You know that this just didn't happen. It was I mean, I don't believe in coincidences and luck. I believe
Right.
that we're all part of something bigger, and you can turn left or right. Lessons will be learned, but we'll eventually get there in the end. And when we have those glorious moments, they are just so magical.
Yeah. And, I always, when I'm feeling either stressed or maybe my ego's getting too big and I'm really am thinking like I've got the strings to the puppeteering act, I try to, I go in that, I call it the Google Maps eye. I'll go into the Google eye in the sky and look back at the earth and see this turning planet and these glowing continents and find my place on it. This little bitty dot right now, and then go, oh, you've been here 50 years. Who knows how long you'll be here? But even if you make it to 100, in the hands of time, that's this little bitty bit of time that has been and that will be. And in that feeling of, oh, look how insignificant
Mm,
I am, is when, in that humility of that feeling, is when I feel so doggone empowered
yes.
that in those times when we go, oh, none of it matters, is exactly when we realize, oh, all of it matters.
And don't you
And
look
that
back,
that's
sorry, don't you look back at the most challenging moments you've had in your life where you say, woe is me, why was that happening? And now, when you're in that moment of grace, you would not change those moments at all.
100%. 100%. I get asked that all the time. What would you go back and change? I was like, well, look, number one, that's not my story to tell. And I'm not going to dare be arrogant enough to think I should go back because those red and yellow lights, those hardships, those crises I've had have helped me be who I am today.
Yeah.
And you look back at our life from every moment, from this exact moment back. Well, if we can connect the dots, it all adds up. It's a science looking
Mm,
back. It's a mystery going forward.
yes.
And that's in that place of where do we have the hands on the wheel and where has it been written? I'm not sure which comes first, but they are right. They're running neck and neck, you know? So no, I wouldn't change a thing. And for things maybe that I would want to change, or things that I haven't learned those lessons yet, I trust that, well, I'm going to
Yes.
in this life or the next. Or if I don't, my great great grandkids will learn that lesson
Mm.
from my own crisis or hardship, the lesson I don't learn this time.